Hey, good morning. I'm glad you're here this morning. Lady Zellaby is here with me, and we're going to be sharing this morning from the book of John. So if you got a Bible and you want to turn there, you certainly can. I'll read the scriptures to you, but I was thinking about something that I noticed in my own life, that when I am close to God, when I spend time with Him, then I can hear Him talking to me. I can hear Him speak into my life. And so over in chapter 10, tells us in verse 22, here is where Jesus is walking into the temple, and the people, of course, are gathering around Him. And He's telling them, they're wanting to know, who are you? And if you're truly the Christ, how do we know this? And so in verse 22, it says, at that time, the feast of dedication took place in Jerusalem. It was winter, and Jesus was walking in the temple in the colonnade of Solomon. So the Jews gathered around Him and said to Him, how long will you keep us in suspense? If you are the Christ, tell us plainly. And Jesus answered them, I tell you, and you do not believe me. The works that I do in my Father's name bear witness of me, but you do not believe because you are not among my sheep. The verse I want to focus on is 27. It says, my sheep hear my voice, and they know them, and they follow me. I give them eternal life, and they will never perish, and no one will ever snatch them out of my hand. I think here in this verse we're reminded that when we walk closely with Jesus, it's easy for us to know His voice and to hear Him speaking to us. I'm reminded of that with Lady Zellaby as well. So Lady's been by my side for the last 4.5 years. And those of you who don't know Lady is my boxer pup. I got her 4.5 years ago, and she has been a companion and a real friend to me. The thing that's interesting is anyone can go to the door and call Lady, but she doesn't listen to just anyone. But if I call her name, she comes running. No matter where she might be, she knows that voice. And I'm reminded of that with the Lord. When we hear His voice, we're directed and we're called in a place of compassion, a place of help, a place of need. We can hear Him calling us. And so I would encourage you today, if you can't hear the Lord speaking to you through His Word, through His messages, then maybe it's because you haven't drawn close to Him. Maybe you need to get in. Decide that I'm not going to just play around with this thing, but instead I'm going to really get to know Him. See, Lady didn't have much choice when I bought her. She came to live in our house, but I spent a lot of time with her. I wanted her to be a companion with me. I wanted her to know when I say stop, stop. When it's time to eat, eat. When it's time to play, play. When it's time to sit, to sit. And this morning, I called her over and I said, sit, and here she sits next to me. Right now she's laying down, but she's here with me. And it's because she feels most comfortable in my presence. And I think God feels really comfortable with us in His presence, and I want to feel as much comfort as possible in His. So I'd encourage you today, look at your relationship with Jesus. Spend time with Him. Talk to Him. Ask Him to draw close to you, and He will. Thank you for joining us today. I pray that these words will enrich your heart and draw you closer to the Lord. He is wanting to draw close to you. Join us as our services here at the church. Tomorrow night, we are in the on Wednesday night, we're in the book of Jonah. And Dave is leading us through that book, and I'm hearing great things about it. It's afforded me the opportunity to be out of the sanctuary and to join in with our youth and our teens and our young people on Wednesday night, and I'm certainly enjoying that as well. I'd encourage you to take part of our services. We'll see you again next Sunday morning. We have worship services. Lots of activities are happening between now and then. I ask you to check the church planning app and you'll get all the information you need. Thank you, and God bless you.